Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. We are back. It's CU Spotlight. We are at the 1934 event here at GAC 2026. My God, how the time flies. I am your host, Jonathan Taylor, JT, with Bank Social QSO and CU Spotlight.
And I'm Shirley Sin with New Orleans Firemen's Federal Credit Union and CU Spotlight.
And CU Spotlight. Shirley, good to see you. Hashtag Shirley on the street. For anybody following on LinkedIn, she's a big deal, folks. And let's see, here we are. We're back.
Yes.
We literally are back.
We are.
This is year 2 for us, 1934 event at the Martin Luther King Jr. Library. Really special place. Check it out, folks, if you never have and you're in DC. And we have with us not just our first guest, but our sponsor, our supporter, and our favorite person right now, because without him, this wouldn't be happening. Ron Smith, Bright Credit Union CEO. Thank you very much for being here, sir.
Oh, thank you guys for having me. It's a pleasure. It's an honor. I just can't say enough words for having me here. I appreciate it, guys.
Absolutely, absolutely. So kick us off here. How many years have you been involved with this event, this 1934 concept?
You know, this is my first year.
Oh,
I was
cool.
here last year, but was unable to attend the 1934 event. So this is my first year being here.
Love it, love it. And one of the things that I personally am impressed and really honored by is the collaboration between all of the leagues that have put this together. And it's a wide span. It really is. Talk about that.
Oh, I got to give credit where credit's due. Sarah Waters.
Yeah.
Sarah Waters
Sarah
is
Waters.
amazing.
Here it is.
There you go.
Yeah. Crowd loves her. We all love Sarah.
Huge shout out for her because she's the one who has put all of this together.
Yeah.
She ignites all of the leagues to come together and be here because it's common cause. So,
Yeah.
Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And how many, you said off air right before this, 18 years at the credit union?
Just over 18 years.
Okay. And what was your journey like? Where did you start at the credit union?
I started as a teller out in California.
There it is. Count it.
Yep.
It's another
Everybody
one.
starts
I think
as a teller.
we're hovering at 93, 94% when we ask that question to CEOs. How'd you get your start? Although I would say it's probably 60% to 40% part-time teller versus teller
Yeah.
on that origin story. How cool is that? And worked your way up through.
Absolutely. I started in a savings and loan in college that was taken over by, for those of you my age, you remember the RTC from the federal government.
Oh,
Resolution
yeah.
Trust Company.
Yeah, Resolution Trust Corporation out of the federal government. And Bill Clinton, it boiled down to being my boss.
Really? Interesting. Wow. So what's exciting for you about this event here this year? Like what attracted you to come into 1934?
Oh, I'm a huge supporter of the league. Anything the league does that I have the opportunity to be at, I will be there supporting our league. 'Cause
Nice.
They are amazing.
Nice.
They really are. And I think, but in particular, the Life Over Debt program in terms of what Andy Janning is offering, to help terminal cancer survivors, those that are ending up with some financial issues. And I just love that you were one of the first sponsors to work with him. And I think that's what we're featuring a little bit tonight, is to show the rest of the leagues the importance of working in this program and how it is a perfect alignment with the credit unions.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better. It is perfectly in line. I will tell you that when we ran our policies and procedures through the state of Tennessee, they came back and said, this is what credit unions are about. So to hear that from the state of Tennessee saying that, that's something.
Let me unpack that. So you're talking about, you looked at the program, you looked at the Life Over Debt program, and then was it those policies and procedures that the state said this about, or just in general?
No.
Policies and
So
procedures?
if I can backtrack just a little bit, we were at the Tennessee Credit Union League conference in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, where Andy was the host and
Okay.
spoke about Life Over Debt.
Got it.
As we were sitting there, we looked at that and we went, you know what? This is exactly what we need to do. And we started mapping out a direction. Andy came off stage. We cornered him and said, we want to be part of this. And within 2 months, we had sample policies. We wrote our own policies for our credit union, and we submitted them for the state. So when I say the state looked at it, it was
Got it.
Enbright's policies and procedures that they looked at and went, this is what credit unions are all about.
Specifically for this program. I love it. And now I'm going to interview you, Shirley, because I have a little bit of inside baseball on this. And I know that Andy wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for you. And for you seeing this concept, hearing this incredible story, which, by the way, folks, if you have the chance to check out Life Over Debt and hear this story, number one, I will guarantee you, you will cry, because that's what happens when you hear it. But number two, you heard that story, Shirley, and you said, this needs to be at New Orleans Firemen's Credit Union, right? I mean, you guys were the pilot.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't working with New Orleans Firemen's at the time, but they were a client of mine in the CDFI space, and another friend had introduced me to Andy at that time, about 3 years ago, and she said, Andy has this program. He needs a credit union. I think you may know the credit union. And it just so happened, as the stars were aligned, we had just written and won a grant for New Orleans Firemen's that dealt with cancer and helping with financial empowerment, financial navigators. And so we brought Andy together with the credit union, and it was just like, it was meant to be, because each person that was there representing New Orleans Firemen's had their own personal story about how it affected them or their family member in financial. And so that's where that all started. And they built out, the opportunity to think about what these policies are going to look like and what the products would look like. And we worked with NCUA. And so that was really kind of the groundwork of getting Life Over Debt started. And it was all Andy's idea when you think about what went behind it. I was just kind of the bridge to bring it together. But
Catalyst.
I'm very grateful to have that opportunity, because I believe wholeheartedly in this program. And this is, like we said, this is what credit unions are about. And we need to kind of open up our minds a little bit. And it's not just about helping people with payday alternative and auto loans. Those are good. But we have to customize to our unique needs. And this is a population that critically needs help.
Yeah. So for the listeners that don't know, from your perspective, Ron, talk a little bit about the program and how you're helping members.
Well, I use an analogy that you get a member that walks through the front doors and hands you the keys to their vehicle and saying, hey, I'm doing the right thing. I've got to turn in my vehicle because I've been diagnosed with cancer. I've got to go through cancer treatments and such, that I won't be able to work during this time, so I can't make my payments. And we're like, there's something wrong with this.
Right.
This picture in general, there's something wrong with
What
it.
a heartbreaker.
Exactly. It's like, and the question is, well, how are you going to get back and forth to treatments? How are you going to do other things?
Right.
Well, I'm going to rely on Uber. I'm going to rely on friends and family. It's like, no, hold up a sec. We've got an alternative that is going to help you out, and it's going to relieve some of the burden financially so you can concentrate on your recovery.
Right. So in that scenario, specifically, what is the credit union doing for that member?
So we've divided it up into 3 6-month terms.
Okay.
And we ask the member to bring in verification from their doctor that they've been diagnosed with cancer. Don't need to know what kind of cancer or anything else, just need to know, hey, doctors diagnosed me with this. And then what we'll do is we'll put them in the program with one of our financial counselors. And the first 6 months, we put the interest rate to 0, and we put their payment to 0.
Oh.
Okay, and it doesn't affect their credit or anything else. And then at month 5, we ask them to come back in with another letter from their doctor so that we can say, okay, here's where you are in your diagnosis.
Yeah.
And we will go ahead and put another 6 months at 0 interest and 0 payments. Hopefully at the year point, they diagnosed as cancer-free at that point. But if not, then we'll work with another 6 months on that. Or if they have been, then we work with them for 6 months, getting back on their feet with zero interest loans or things like that. Now, what I thought of and what we've done is we've created a 501c3 called And Bright Helps You Dance. Because in that last 6 months, if they need a loan to get back on their feet, or during that first year, they're driving the car and the brakes go out. They need tires, what have you. How are they going to afford this? The foundation is what's going to pay for that for them. So we're not putting them in more debt. We're relieving that debt, and we're giving them a vehicle that they can still use rather than trying to turn back in again or anything like that. So that's where we looked at it individually as Embright Credit Union and said, we don't want to pile more debt. Even though we're suspending their debt, we don't want more debt at the end of this either. So the foundation is going to help them with that.
That's amazing. And how long have you been doing the program?
The program we've had right out about, we're coming up in April, I believe, is going to be 3 years we've had the program.
3 years.
Yeah.
So what are some of the, I know you don't have all the numbers in front of you, but what have been some of the impacts? What have been some of the stories that have really resonated?
I'll tell you the most impactful one is one of our team members diagnosed with breast cancer. And we put her in the program. And so she's one of our success stories gone through the program. She was able to concentrate on her recovery and not worry about her loans.
Wow. And you think about that, right? You think about that from an employee employee morale, employee benefit standpoint. You know, it's like when you think about, okay, I could work here or I could work here, right? I mean, that must have been powerful for everybody.
Oh, it was huge.
Yeah. And this was company known. Everybody knew.
Everybody knew.
Wow.
Because she had to do her cancer treatments, her recovery. She went through chemo, radiation, recovery. Everybody knew about it. So
amazing. So one of our sponsors with the CU Spotlight is empathy. And one of the questions that I thought of to kind of tie that in is, how besides this, how is Embright Credit Union leading with empathy when it comes to their membership, when it comes to employees?
Just this way. I mean, we show that you're not a number, you're an individual, and we look at each scenario individually on how do we assist you, how can we help you, how can we make things as best as possible for you. Whereas, other institutions, you're just a number, and hey, you know what, I got to repo the car, I'm repoing the car. I'm going to hit you with delinquencies, what have you. No, we want to know, and we've trained our team to listen and inquire. What is going on? What's causing this issue?
Right.
And how can we help you with this issue?
Right. It's so important because you think about delinquencies, you think about the processes that credit unions have internally, the data that they're looking at, and you look at the loan level notes in the core for reasons of delinquency. And I've seen this because I've reviewed loans for my credit union. It's crazy how little information is there in so many situations. And you're thinking, that should be where all the information is, right? We've got to figure out what's going on. And there are those little indicators early on that are important to be able to leverage, to ask that important question, hey, is something going on, right? Because it looks like something's going on. How do you guys reach out? How do you guys do that with your membership in those situations?
There's two ways. One, it's our frontline team. We train them to listen. What's going on? They're had an average balance that's running down, direct deposit has stopped. What's going on? Is there something we can help you with?
Yeah.
And it also translates over to our loan servicing department. Ask questions. You're in loan servicing. What's going on? Why are you not able to make your payments? Is there something going on? How can we help? But the biggest thing is ask a question. Some people are not going to answer us for different reasons.
Right.
But still try to probe and ask those questions because we can help you.
Right. Right. Well, and there's one more thing there. I'm thinking about my CFO friends who hear about a program like this, not a product, I'm sorry, a program, an initiative like Life Over Debt. And they go, well, where's the money? Where's the ROI on something like this? And knowing what I know about vehicles, which up until the pandemic, they're not investments. They're transportation. They depreciate. And if you get a vehicle back, it is just varying degrees of losing. Right?
Absolutely.
At that point, you're running around with a bucket just trying to catch as much of the blood as you possibly can. It is a losing endeavor for a credit union, and so it's loss retention, right? It's much not to be crude and not just talk about the numbers, but for some, we got to talk about the numbers, right?
Right. And the numbers, though, when you look at the long game, the numbers actually pay for themselves because you've helped this member.
Right.
You've created loyalty with this member. Where are they going to come back to?
I agree.
So, yeah, in the short game, there's not an ROI.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But in the long game, yes, many times over, there is an ROI there.
Being there for them when nobody else would.
Correct.
Right. When the chips are down, that's the thing that's going to keep them coming back. And guess what? They're not going to be quiet about it, are they?
No.
How many members have you helped so far?
I'm going to say, fortunately, we've only had 3 members.
Okay.
So that's fortunate for me, as my best friend died of leukemia.
No, I'm
that's
so
where
sorry.
the dance comes in.
Okay.
And we named this for her. She was a nurse and a dancer.
Wow.
And we named it for Gina.
Yeah.
But with all we went through with her, to only have 3 people in the program or graduated from the program in various stages, that's a blessing.
Yeah. Amazing.
I love what you guys are doing, and your credit union can be any size. I mean, Ron's
Exactly.
a smaller credit union,
Right.
Small but mighty.
Right.
And so again, when you're thinking about your members, it's not about assets, it's about what we could do to help.
Yeah.
Well, and if I can expand upon that too, we are 80 million in assets, 3 offices, and people say, I don't have time to do this. We had this thing up and running in less than a year.
Sure.
And it really did not require a lot of effort on myself or my team's part to do this. So when people say, oh, it's going to take time, I don't have the time, I don't have the bandwidth to do this. No, you do have the bandwidth to do this.
Well, and I would venture a guess that the infrastructure that you built out from a processes, from a procedure standpoint, maybe from a technical standpoint as well, can apply to something else that you want to do in your community to help members. There isn't just one reason why a member's turning in a car. We used to call that jingle mail, by the way, at the meetings. You never wanted to get that letter.
No.
Right? I mean, there's other reasons. So that's the other point I think that's important to make here for credit unions is that this program, which supports members or employees, right, that are going through a cancer event, whether it's terminal or not, they're going through it and they've got to focus on treatment and getting better instead of their day-to-day finances because they can't work, they can't do anything, right?
Correct.
They need time to treat, to heal, to get better, and once they're back on their feet, the loyalty is there for life.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, and that's kind of almost a perfect that life over debt. I mean, that life afterwards equates to lifelong loyalty.
Absolutely.
Yeah, with the credit union. Anything else, Shirley?
I think the website is lifeoverdebt.org.
Correct.
If you want more information. I think the other thing is we're doing a study right now with the University of Alabama, Birmingham, and it's the first of its kind that they're following, I think it's for the next 3 years, any participant and monitoring their financial wellness.
I love that.
So that we can show the importance of these two things side by side.
I love that. If a organization was interested in this or interested in you guys and just what you're doing, how would they reach out?
they can reach out to me through my email,
Yeah.
ron.smith@nbrightcu.com. It's the easiest way to get a hold of me.
Love that.
And I am willing to talk to anybody about this program.
Love
so
it.
reach out to me. We can have a discussion. We'll schedule time, talk about it, and also get a hold of Andy.
Yeah.
I mean, Andy's the
Janning.
mastermind here.
Yeah.
Shout out to Andy. Just when you do reach out to Andy, bring some tissues. I'm telling
Yes,
you right now.
absolutely.
It's such a powerful story, what he's been through. Ron Smith, thank you very much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sponsoring the CU Spotlight podcast here in 1934. Couldn't do it without you. And I'm excited to hear all the great things that you guys are doing. I can't wait to listen to the podcast. I love it. You know, it's these boutique credit unions, guys, are scrappy. You can turn that boat quick when you're a smaller ship. I think it's great. So keep doing the good work you're doing, and thank you for your time.
Thanks. I'm going to give you a shout out to my podcast, Credit Union Cowboy. Check out the episodes on YouTube.
Let's
So
go.
I appreciate it. And guys, thank you guys for what you're doing.
Hell yeah.
For the podcast you guys do, because this is how we get out and we reach people
100%.
and let them know what we're about. So thank you guys. Keep up the great work you're doing.
Well, I appreciate it. You know, we usually close the shows by saying we all suffer from the same thing, which is a crisis of awareness. So let's get the word out. Let's share this with somebody that you know that needs to hear it. And next, we will see you the next time. Thank you, Shirley.
Thank you.
Ron. Thank you to the Tennessee League, and thank you to Empathy for all your support. We couldn't do it without you guys. Take care.
Thank you.
All right, bye now.